This is Wet Notes here on Scuba Shack Radio for Friday, May 21, 2021. First up today is some news from the History of Diving Museum down in Islamorada, Florida. About a month ago, on April 21st to be precise, they opened up a new exhibit at the museum. This new exhibit is called Diving in Pop Culture, and it runs through December 2021. The exhibit showcases the underwater world portrayed in advertising, entertainment, and mainstream culture. The museum says that there is something for everyone. They have the regulator that was used in Star Wars. I think I read somewhere that it might have been an old decor that was used for Darth Vader's heavy breathing. They also have stuff from Jaws, Men of Honor, and of course, Sea Hunt. Yes, it's still alive. This is not a virtual exhibit, so you'll have to get down to Islamorada before December 31st to catch Diving in Pop Culture. Pick or it didn't happen. That's the tagline used by Ikelite. I'm sure to have my Ikelite Olympus TG6 rig when I head down to Nassau in a couple of days. Well, I just saw that they are running a contest for people to design their new Pick or It Didn't Happen t-shirt. The design winner will get $500 worth of Ikelite gear. That's pretty nice. I hope you also would get a t-shirt. Now the contest opened on May 1st and runs until June 6th, so there's not a lot of time. The designs must be underwater photos or have an underwater theme. And you must incorporate Pick or It Didn't Happen into the design. No other words are allowed. You cannot use the Ikelite logo or any other copyrighted material. The entry form is on the Ikelite blog, so you'll have to search for Ikelite contest to find a link. I wasn't able to get to it directly from their main website, so just do a little bit of searching there. So, fire up your creative juices and enter the Pick or It Didn't Happen t-shirt design contest from Ikelite. What is Hope Reef? Well, this is very interesting. Hope Reef is an initiative that is being sponsored by Scuba, the cat food brand. Hope Reef is in Sulawesi, Indonesia, and they are planning to restore 185,000 square meters of reef. The restoration spells out hope, and apparently you can spot the letters on Google Earth. The purpose beyond restoration is to drive awareness and show how positive change can happen in our lifetime. Hope Reef was unveiled on May 5th, 2021, but it actually started 2 years ago. It is using something called Reef Star technology that incorporates 90-centimeter wide steel stars that the corals can attach to. Hope Reef has its own YouTube channel, and you can check out the short 1 minute and 38-second video called The Film That Grows Coral. It's called The Film That Grows Coral because all advertising revenues from the film support the Hope Reef. Just go out there and search Hope Reef. Take a look. Diving with a purpose. That's exactly what a team of divers started last week. According to an Associated Press article that I read, this team of 5 to 10 divers started a massive 6-month effort to clean up Lake Tahoe out in California. Their plan is to cover 72 miles of shoreline, and their goal is to conduct 3 dives each week to a depth of about 25 feet. The team will be running this dive schedule from now through November. The operation is being sponsored by a nonprofit called Clean Up the Lake. It was founded by a guy named Colin West, who is a diver and a filmmaker. The ultimate cost of this endeavor is $250,000. On that first dive, they pulled 200 pounds of trash from Lake Tahoe and tagged 20 larger items for subsequent removal. It's amazing that people still use our lakes, rivers, and oceans as garbage dumps. Good luck to this team for making a difference and diving with a purpose. In case you missed it, PSI, PCI, the gurus of scuba cylinder inspection, recently posted a short article on Dive News Wire. They needed to dispel a couple of rumors flying around out there about scuba tanks. One was about old Luxford tanks, but that's not what I want to talk about here. Apparently, there is a really bad rumor going around that beginning in 2021, steel cylinders are exempt from O2 cleaning requirements. What? How did that one start? And that is just unsafe and dangerous. CGA, or the Compressed Gas Association, states O2 cleaning is required for anything above 23.5% O2. Please, 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 make sure you get your tanks properly serviced and cleaned for O2 as necessary. Thanks, PCI. And finally, here is some news from Vermont. The Vermont Business Magazine recently reported that there has been an appeal of the Vermont Agency of Natural Resources permit to sink the 152-foot ferry MV Adirondack as an artificial reef in Lake Champlain. The Vermont National Resource Council, VNRC, and the Lake Champlain Committee, LCC, has appealed the permit. The VNRC's Policy and Water Program Director, John Groveman, doesn't think that this sinking is for the benefit of the people of Vermont, as it only serves a small group of divers. Lori Fisher, the executive director of LCC, stated that Lake Champlain is not a dumping ground. She feels the PCBs and other contaminants from the ferry will impact their drinking water. She indicated that Lake Champlain already has 100 wrecks and doesn't need the MV Adirondack on the bottom. Certainly an interesting perspective. Wondering how this one will all turn out.